Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Monday, and Monday is our beginning of our new week for our new challenge. So what are you challenging us today? We are in week 14. We start off as the Fall into Better Behaviors challenge, which was supposed to end, but we decided to go into the holiday. So this is the keeping on track and maintain that gain chant for the holiday challenge. So we just kept moving on, people, moving on. Each week I try to decide a little bit of a topic, a little bit of inspiration to provide. I think this week is a really good one. I kind of pulled this one out of my where. Just this morning walking the dog. I'm like, I need a video. I need a topic. I need help. What was I thinking doing Vlogmas? Okay. So anyway, I was walking the dog and all of a sudden my plate came in my head. Your dinner plate. And I thought, man, we should really talk about that. How your dinner plate should look. And I'm a believer in half your plate being vegetables and fruit, if that is something that you choose to eat. Quarter of it protein and a quarter of it whole grains, and then a little on the side, a little bit of dairy. That's how your plate should look. And what's great about that is that's a great segue into the holidays, because we're at holiday parties. So when you're making your plate up at a party, think that way. Think, I need to have the most of of course, here's the thing though. Is there always going to be those things for you to have? Not always, but sometimes there are. And if there are, that's what I want you to focus on, or just focus on the best options that you have. Like, there's hopefully a salad. Like, what is it with nobody serving green salad? And what happened to green salad? Nice crunchy, fresh green salad. I don't know. But find some vegetable, whether it be a green salad, maybe there's string beans, maybe there's mixed medley, whatever there is. You put that on your plate first, and then you see what kind of proteins they have. Now, granted, the proteins aren't going to be grilled and, they may be fried, breaded, sauteed in garlic and wine and oil. They may be beef, some of us aren't used to. But whatever there are, take some. If that's the only option that you have, I'm not going to tell you not to have it. No, take some. So put that on your plate. And then see what kind of grains we have. Do we have any, like, pasta? Not always the best option, but you know what? You're not getting a plate full of pasta. You're getting a quarter plate full of pasta. Pasta, rice, quinoa. I don't know if nobody's from quinoa at a party, but mostly it's going to be pasta. That's just what people get to fill people up. It's pasta. So some kind of a pasta. Most times it's a baked pasta. I'm not gonna lie, but if you go underneath the cheese, you can just get the pasta and sauce part. The cheese is usually on top. But, whatever you want to get, you get. But that would be on the other corner. And definitely, like, if you could get your plate mostly full of fruit and vegetables, maybe there's like a fruit salad. Put some fruit salad on there. This depends. I mean, look at the options before you load your plate. Definitely, that is how our plate should look. I took a couple nutrition classes we talked about, and that's always been the thing. Always start off with vegetables, fruit, protein, whole grains. I mean, your best whole grains, of course, are your rices and your potatoes. They're always your best options. But then you can go down to the pastas and all the other kinds of grains that are out there. Here's the bottom line. Your plate's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. You just want your plate to be good. That's your good, as best as you can get for what's there. That's your goal. Your goal isn't to be like, I'm on Weight Watchers, I'm just having salad and water. No, that's not your goal. Your goal is to have the best possible low pointed plate you can make. And that's, the whole idea is looking around. I mean, most parties have shrimp. Oh my gosh, I was at a party the other day. The shrimp were colossal. I mean, literally, I've never seen shrimp that big. So they had appetizer bars. Well, I stuck with the seafood one. There was mussels, scallops, colossal shrimp, lobster tail, and that's what I filled my plate with. When I was sitting there going, I have a lot of seafood. I had very little. I had one piece of some kind of cheese, a couple pieces of super sod. Did I even grab a cracker? I don't even know if I did. I just had 4 or 5 of these colossal shrimp. It was so good. And when you eat protein like that, it is satiating. So I was definitely, I was like, wow, that was really good. I had one cocktail the whole night, which was good. I was going to go back, but honestly, I just didn't want it. And you got to choose your dinner. I chose filet. It had a little bit of mashed potatoes. I'm talking a little bit of mashed potatoes. I could have went with a little bit more. It's probably a 6-ounce filet, cooked perfectly. Probably a third cup of mashed potatoes. And there was string beans and carrots, which were hard. But you know what? I ate them. They're vegetables. I ate them. I cleaned my plate. I had a dinner roll because, yeah, sometimes bread is not a bad option. So I had a dinner roll. And then came the dessert buffet. Wasn't bad, though, because it had little bites. Like, they were little mini things. Nothing was big. So I had a little cheesecake. I had this little pot de creme that was chai. A little pot de creme chai. I think there was a brownie. There was a little cute little cream donut. I had that. And what was the one weird thing I had? Oh, they had funnel cake fries. I had a few of those. So, but did I leave there stuffed? I didn't. I mean, I could have went back. Old Denise would have. Oh yeah, she would have cleaned up. She would have went back. Yeah, I didn't leave there uncomfortable. I danced all night. I got over 8,000 steps, which when I went in there, I did not have that many. So yeah, I really did well. Did I do perfect? Nope. And I wasn't going out there to be perfect. I was going there just to be better. Better than the old Denise would have been. And she would have been on the Asian bar getting I could have got sushi. Honestly, the line for the sushi was way too long. But they had like General Chicken and sesame chicken and all that stuff and rice and all these fun salads. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I wanted them. Not gonna lie, I wanted them. But I realized I was satisfied. Like I wasn't starving anymore. Like, you go there and you're hungry. And I ate breakfast, I ate lunch. I even had a little slice of pizza before I left because I knew we weren't eating until 8 o'clock. So I wasn't, which that helps. That helps. Not going to play starving helps. So I was satisfied with my little seafood plate. Or I should say my big seafood plate. I mean, those shrimp alone I'm telling you, they were like lobster tails each. And I had about 4 or 5 of them. And a half a mini lobster tail. And I had a mussel and some oysters. Yeah, it was good stuff. But yeah, I didn't need, I ate over and what I usually eat because you're at a party and sometimes you can do that. You know what? When in Rome, and am I ever going to get to a place that had that good of food again? Not for a while. So I did not feel guilty about what I ate, and I didn't film any of it because it was just, we were at a family party. It was just, you can't always take the camera out because sometimes you have to live in the moment of seeing people you haven't seen for a while and chit-chatting, and who wants to eat, and But I was really proud of myself. I left there. Yeah, I mean, I've left parties feeling way worse than that. I didn't feel bad at all. I went right to bed. That's how you know I didn't eat too much, because normally when you overeat, you can't go right to sleep. At least I can't. But no, I went right to bed. I'm like, got up. Now, I wasn't quite as hungry first thing in the morning as I normally am because we ate so late. So I wound up eating breakfast a little bit later, and I had pancakes. They were so good. But yeah, definitely, I'm going to link this My Plate. If you're like on a budget and can't afford to have an app, I get that. I get that our lives don't afford us to have these fancy dancy apps and stuff to track our food. But it's from the USDA. A lot of people don't like them, but I find them to be fine. Be kind in the comments. But I will link the website, and they also have an app for My Plate. And they have recipes on there. There's all about healthy eating. There's different tips and tricks. So like I said, if you're struggling to pay for your Weight Watchers app, you can't afford these apps, check out My Plate. It's completely free, and it's a really good resource. Like I said, the class that I was taking, the nutrition class, recommended them, which was interesting. That's where I learned about it. I heard most people talk about it. I never knew what it was. I never went on it. But when I was taking and that was from the Harvard School of Medicine, was that class through, I think? So they recommended this, and I found it to be really, really interesting and a lot of good information. I mean, let's put the disclaimer out there. Is anything perfect? It's not. We just have to eat mindfully. We have to eat in moderation. No food is bad. You could have anything you want when you don't have a lot of it. Is processed food bad? A lot of it is, but if you have a little bit of processed food, it's not bad. Like we can't sit there and say, don't eat any processed foods. If life were that easy, But as long as your diet isn't wholly consisting of processed foods, if you throw a thing in here once in a while, it's not bad. It's like with anything else. You have to eat in moderation. People are eating whole foods. Back in the day, whole foods were taboo because they were high in fat, high in cholesterol, high in this, high in that. Now they're back to eating that. But you have to eat that in moderation. You eat a whole food diet, you can't be eating what you want because it's whole foods. Moderation for everything. Moderation for whole foods. Moderation for processed foods. Moderation in general. That's how I live my life. I eat everything, but I don't eat a lot of everything. So that's how I keep it all in check. So I will link the myplate.gov down below if you want to check it out. Like I said, they have an app, they have a website, they have Instagram. They have a lot of fun things and recipes and just different, tips and tricks on to how to eat better. So definitely go check them out. And that is our video. That's your challenge for this week. Building your plate. In general or at a party, how do you build your plate? You have to focus on getting the good things on there first, and that's what you fill your plate with. There's not enough room for anything else. There you go. That's the key. We don't have room for anything else. So 50% vegetables, fruits, 25% lean protein, and 25% whole grain. Throw some dairy in there somewhere along the line, and you will build the better plate. So that is it for me today. I hope this video inspires you to check out. Like I said, if you can't afford it, it's a great, great resource. So take advantage of the free stuff. So I will see you tomorrow. This is Vlogmas Day 4, I think. Sorry, but I should have said that in the beginning. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 4. I will dish with you another day. Enjoy yourselves, my lovelies.